What is happening, vinyl community out there? Just got in my copy of From Elvis in Nashville, the new 4 CD box set released off of Sony Legacy and RCA. Wanted to do an unboxing video for you guys for this set. I do not have the 2 LP version. I'm hoping to get that in the next couple weeks or so, but I did get this. I'll go ahead and open this up, do a sealed to revealed so you guys can see it. I've seen another unboxing video as well on YouTube that was pretty good, and so I just wanted to go ahead and put mine out there. So you can tell from the front, I really do love this shot that they have of Elvis and the musicians from these Nashville sessions, or the Nashville Cats. Got a nice little hype sticker on the front there. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause there. I'll read it for you. So 50th anniversary celebration of the 1970 marathon sessions. Historic recordings that brought country soul to Music City. It's a deluxe 4 CD set that includes newly mixed audio by Matt Ross Spring, 28-page color book, and detailed producer's note by Ernst. I never figured out how to pronounce his middle name, but Ernst, I'm going to say Michael Jorgensen. Insightful essay by David Cantwell, chronologically. The sessions plus the cultural impact on country music, rare photos, and memorabilia. Okay, so this is the front. Another shot again. Here is the kind of bookend side. Here's the back with the track listings. So those are there. Initially, one thing I noticed on Amazon's product listing page was that for Bridge Over Troubled Water, there was a giant gap between somewhere with troubled and water. I mean, a significant gap where you noticed it. And on another unboxing video, I saw where that gap was still there. So I was expecting mine, when it arrived today, to have that gap still, but it looks like someone did catch that and they fixed it. So I don't know if certain regions didn't get a corrected copy and then they rushed this one. I'm not exactly sure, but okay, let's go ahead and open it up. Got my knife here. I'm going to be very, very careful because I want to keep the seal actually on it. I don't want the seal to go away. Or the wrapper, the cellophane, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep it intact as best as I can. And I know I need to get a razor blade, but this is just what I always have on me, so it's just easier to grab. Okay, there's one side. Let's get the other side. Okay, kind of just unfold it there. All right, now I can slip it out. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's set this down. So first on top, it looks like this is going to be the discs, or this is the booklet that comes with it. So this is the back of the booklet. This is actually the front of the booklet. I don't know if you guys have been following the press for this release or not, but they've had some videos on YouTube, some promotional videos, some actual like lyric music videos, and they really showcase this picture a lot in those promos. If you guys haven't checked it out, there is a link that I believe probably through Elvis Presley Enterprise. I know their YouTube page shared it. Maybe it comes directly from Sony Legacy, not exactly sure. But it's Ernst and Matt Ross Spring actually in the studio listening and kind of explaining the making of this box set. And it was really cool. It's about 6 minutes and I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's the booklet. We'll kind of thumb through that here in a minute. Here is the disc holder. Open up this side. Okay, so we've got some of the boxes for the tapes. Let me guys know, are you guys a fan of the way that these are packaged, how they're just kind of slipped in here? Me, I don't much like it a lot of the time because they're really stuck in there. So there's that. And it looks like just the back is just kind of the exterior of the recording studio, the control board, and the building. Okay, so we'll open up the first one here. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of tough to get these out, and I don't like it because then I have to touch the disc, and I don't like touching the disc. If you guys have found a better way to get these out, let me know. Okay, so disc one, this is going to be more of the orangish yellow. RCA label for the time, kind of try and replicate that from the LPs. So that's CD1. And it looks like they're all going to be the same color. CD2. Okay, same generic thing. So trying to duplicate or replicate that logo there. I do like the pictures of the tape boxes. I think that is pretty cool. The reel to reel. Oh my goodness. See, these are so stinking tight in here. It just feels like you're gonna damage them. Okay, there's that one. I guess they get shoved so far in there. Piece of paper on that one. CD3. And then the fourth CD. Go on. I hate that. Okay, so CD4. That is the CD case. I think this one was actually fairly well priced compared to some like the other stuff they do. Like, I don't know why they didn't do From Elvis in Memphis in a release like this instead of just the FTD multiple box set. I know this has less CDs than that, but it's the same style. It's the same thing they're going for. It's just two different markets, and the FTD one was pretty pricey. So here's the booklet. I'll try to do as best as I can to open this up for you guys to see. So we've got liner notes. I'm going to read this. Some awesome pictures here. One thing, kind of my gripe with what they do with Elvis releases, and I really noticed it with this one, is in almost all of their like marketing and PR for this release, they showcased all of the pictures in that marketing that are actually in these booklets. And that's kind of tough because you're almost not leaving anything to be left to a surprise, you know? A lot of that's the way it is shots. Go through this kind of quickly. An Elvis Country promo there. Love letters from Elvis. It's a good shot of James Burton and Felton Jarvis. I thought that was pretty cool. Some of the promotional advertising from when they were originally released, the albums that made up these sessions. And so essentially, and I know you guys know this, but maybe somebody doesn't know, the recordings that were that took place during these marathon sessions in Nashville made up the albums Elvis Country, That's the Way It Is, and Love Letters from Elvis. I'll kind of give you my opinion here, a little bit of kind of the downfall of what they did during these releases and how it could have been, I think, better. You know, everybody has a different opinion. Then we got into track listings, and then another shot of the exterior. So, okay. We'll go ahead and put this back in the box here. Delicately, I don't want to rip this. Bloop. Okay. So track listings here, like I said, that made up those three albums. I love the music on this release. I'll tell you guys, I went ahead, whenever it dropped on Thursday, I went ahead and listened to it on Apple Music, or I've been trying to like pace myself with it. This release sounds absolutely phenomenal. What they did is they took the overdubs of the strings and the vocals out. So it's just Elvis and the rhythm section. And it is essentially what they're trying to do is make it as close to what it was like in the studio as possible. And you really get that energy. It's a lot more full in the sound. I'm hearing instruments now that I never heard before on the actual releases. And I've got original pressings of the albums themselves on vinyl. I've also got, you know, standard Sony or RCA releases on CD or different ones that they've done over the years. And you're hearing these things now, like I'm hearing an organ in some tracks that you never could hear before because of the brass and the vocal section. And don't get me wrong, I love the original releases, but when I listen to this, I really start to wonder, what would the impact of these albums have been like if they wouldn't have done the overdubs, if it would have just been like it is presented here. and also if the albums themselves, when they were originally released, were packaged differently. I do think that's one of the biggest downfalls with Elvis's music is that, especially in the 70s, they weren't packaged the best way that they could to market actually the music part of it. It was kind of more marketing Elvis live on stage, which is incredible. But when you're releasing a studio album, you would think that you would want to focus on the music and the artists themselves. And so that's why you see a lot on the LP releases where it's not really a whole lot of creativity on the album artwork. It's just Elvis in a jumpsuit from a concert and then the studio listings, which is what they did with That's the Way It Is and Love Letters from Elvis. The only one that deviated from that, in which why I think it's the strongest of the three albums, is Elvis Country. That one seems to actually go with a really good theme, focusing on the genre of country and Elvis's ability and his roots with country. The album artwork is creative, using a basically a baby picture of Elvis and old photograph of Vernon and Gladys when Elvis was really little. The only downfall of that album is they seem to intertwine the song "I Was Born About 10,000 Years Ago" at the end and beginning of every track, which was a little bit annoying. Nonetheless, that is my favorite package of the period, I think, of Elvis's music, because it actually had some creativity. I almost think that these recordings should have been released either two LP sets at the time instead of across three separate albums, or as one giant package. I don't know. I know there's a part of that where you got to string along the songs first to fulfill the contract to have so many albums at the time. I get that. But I think if it were presented this way back when Elvis was alive and when they were originally released, they would have had even more of a credibility to his ability. And we all know, I mean, the media and different aspects regarding Elvis's career get twisted all the time, and you kind of his artistry is left on the back burner, which is just really sad. Nonetheless, you absolutely should get this release. The sound is fantastic. The alternate takes are wonderful as well. You're going to hear them kind of get into the groove of the songs, get to play around. He's super relaxed. He's just enjoying and having fun with these musicians, and they're really working off of each other. So if you have a chance, pick up this release. I highly recommend it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about this release. Let me know what you think about the original albums. What can I say, guys? They are wonderful. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys stay healthy. God bless you guys. And yeah, we'll see you around.